Democratic Congressman Robert Garcia joins us now. Congressman, you're leading an effort to expel George Santos from Congress. Obviously, the situation with Kyrsten Sinema is probably not the highest on the list of things that you want to expel him from Congress over. And I do want to ask you about that in just a moment. But I have to ask you, just because I know you sit on the Homeland Security Committee in the House of Representatives, what your thoughts are on this unidentified object that was shot down today over the skies of Canada. And I guess that coming one day after what happened in Alaska yesterday, a different unidentified object. What questions do you have in terms of what's happening right now?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think first, Congress is being briefed regularly, and I trust the Biden administration. I trust that our defense officials, certainly our security officials, are doing what needs to get done for the security of the American people, in this case also our allies in Canada. And so we'll get more information in the days ahead. We had a good classified briefing just a couple of days ago on the first balloon incident. And so I expect the next day or two we'll have a lot more information, but I also very much trust the administration and what we're doing. And so we need to give ourselves just a little bit of time to get a little bit more information. We shouldn't be jumping the gun, which a lot of which had happened, I think, last week.
Yeah, and just a quick follow-up to that. Do you have any sense that the public should be alarmed about this, that we're seeing these increased reports of these objects? Last week it was a balloon. Now it's these unidentified objects.
Well, I mean, I think anytime there's something in our airspace that's not identified, there should be some concern. I mean, I think there was concern over what happened last week. A little prior to that, there should be concern about what is in our airspace now. It's in our allies' airspace. And so, but I think before we jump to conclusions, I think that we should just give the administration some time. We will be briefed. Congress will be briefed as well to understand exactly what's happening. But of course, there's always concern and questions about exactly what is in our airspace.
All right. I know they're working to get those answers as we speak. Let's go back to this situation with Congressman George Santos. I know that you're leading this effort to expel Santos from Congress, one of several lawmakers doing so, and you've already filed this resolution to get that going. It's unlikely to pass, as you know, in a Republican-controlled House, although I suppose you never know, there might be some of his Republican colleagues who might join you. Why do it if it has a tough route to passage?
Well, I think first, we got to make the statement very clear. I mean, George Santos is a huge fraud. He's a serial liar. Whether it's around 9/11 or the Holocaust, his career, his education, the Pulse massacre for the LGBTQ plus community, he should not be in Congress. And I think that we have made it very clear, we've given plenty of time to resign. His own colleagues, particularly those in New York on the Republican side, have asked him to resign. And he's chosen to make a mockery of the Congress. And really the last straw was him getting access to classified information. And so this is someone we don't know who exactly he is. He's clearly committed also financial crimes, which is all going to catch up to him. And so a lot of us felt it was time to take that next step. The next step is to send this to House Ethics for an official expulsion. Some Republicans have already indicated that they'd be interested in possibly voting on this expulsion. And so I think this is going to gain some steam in the weeks ahead. George Santos should not be in Congress.
And do you think there's a chance this could pass?
I do. I mean, we wouldn't have introduced it if we didn't think there was a chance, but it's going to take some work. I think we are going to learn a lot more about George Santos in the weeks ahead. Everything that we learn gets worse and worse and worse. And so we want to also make it clear that he deserves to be expelled. We also want to get to a point, and the next step is to elevate this to ensure that we actually force a vote. Republicans should be on the record on whether or not they think that this person, whoever this person is, should actually be in Congress and should actually have access to classified information. And so I think that's a debate that we welcome. George Santos needs to resign immediately, and he needs to also pay for clearly all the crimes he's committed as well.
All right, Congressman Robert Garcia, thank you very much for your time. Obviously, Congressman Santos is welcome to come on the program and respond to these allegations at any point. But Congressman, in the meantime, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.